for tuning in to Crafts and Coffee with Krisandkel. I'm Kris.
And I'm Kel.
And today we're bringing you our first framing video.
Yay!
This is the piece I'm giving to my daughter after she delivers her daughter. And we wanted to frame it and get it ready because hopefully that'll be given in the next week or two.
And this framing style is the type I do for my diamond paintings. It's easy, it's inexpensive, and I think the minimal frame really highlights the piece itself.
And what is this type of frame called?
So this is a magnetic frame, and I believe they call it like a, I don't know if it's poster style, but basically you measure the width of your canvas, and that's the size that you're gonna order.
And we will link this in the description box below.
Yes. So how this works is you cut off the sides. There's magnets in here, but because this is a heavier piece, we are gonna use Gorilla Glue to secure it, to make sure that it will stay put. So before I'm gonna proceed, we'll go ahead and cut the sides off.
Okay. And I think we're going to glue one of these legends to the back in case we need to replace any drills should something fall off.
Yes, that's something I've done in the previous framings that I've done.
Okay, we're gonna cut off the sides and I will speed up the video. Okay,
so we've trimmed up the sides and now we are going to, so what I do is I just lay this down and kind of get an idea. You want to cut obviously this white part off, but you don't want to cut it all off because the magnet needs to, you know, the frame needs to sit on something.
so basically we can cut it right above this sign.
Right.
Evitaworks here.
So
Okay.
what we can do is just like kind of mark it where the frame is on it, and then so this is where mine ended, about right there. And it's better to cut not enough than too much. We can always come back and trim it.
But you don't have to have it all the way.
It doesn't have to be perfect.
Right.
That's the great thing is the magnet or the frame is gonna cover it. So it could be uneven even. As long as it's enough to cover where the frame is hanging. So the same for the top. So we're looking at about right there. So halfway, really. Pretty much halfway. Okay, so before we even get to the gluing of anything, I just lay these on top and place it where it will go to make sure that we don't have any of the white fabric hanging out. Here you can see a tiny bit. It's not going to be noticeable, but we can take it off and cut it.
Yeah.
So just like right here is just a little higher than the rest. And I'll do the same for the top. So we're just gonna place it where it's gonna go. And we want it as close to the canvas as possible. And of course you can slide it. Now, as far as the top frame goes, you want the piece that's holding the cord string in the back.
Okay.
So like that little anything is sticking up.
Okay.
But other than that, it's clean on top.
Okay.
So I'll just trim that little.
Now on this, you're gonna put the glue on top of this paper?
Yes.
Okay.
Now, and it's not even as because there's no weight hanging on the bottom.
Yeah.
So you don't even need to glue these on if you don't want to.
Okay.
There's nothing that's going to make these fall off unless
someone bumps it or
someone
something,
grabs it.
Okay. So then maybe we don't need to do that.
So especially if you're thinking about doing another framing option.
Right.
You can just, I mean.
And I had said maybe later down the line I'll want to actually put a frame, in a frame with maybe some plastic or glass on top.
And since there's a little like mark right there, I'm just going to flip it over and use the better side. You know, we want the best face forward.
Yes.
And you just even it out and push it up. And you want it to bump against the drills.
Okay.
So that's
Simple.
not going anywhere because there's no weight hanging on that one.
Okay. So then we just need to do the top.
Right. So it's recommended to put it on the fabric and on the frame itself. Is that what you want to do, Kris? Or are you comfortable just putting it on the frame?
I think the frame's fine.
Okay. Do you want to brush it on or?
It's up to you. It doesn't matter to me. You can do it if you like.
Okay.
I use this glue. She normally has used the spray adhesive by Gorilla Glue, and I use the brush for other crafts. So this is her first time using the brush Gorilla Glue. But it doesn't dry super fast, so you'll be fine.
You have time to manipulate what you're doing.
And if it doesn't hold, we can add more or play with it.
But I do want to start using this brush on because the spray just gets everywhere.
Yeah.
So, I mean, this is,
a good opportunity for you to try it out.
Yeah, I really like it.
Yeah, I do too.
And it's so strong. I framed my the Journey of the Great Outdoors by Chuck Pinson using the magnetic frame and the Gorilla Glue, and I mean that thing is heavy and there's no moving it, like, you know. And I'm just gonna put this on top to make sure. See how the magnets grabbed it right away. I want to make sure that the back is in the right place. I'm just squeezing.
Looks good in front.
Good.
All right. I like it. It's beautiful.
And you want to make sure you let it sit for a while and really, really dry.
Yes.
You know, because
before you hang it.
I believe they say you have a few minutes to move it around before it's
gonna adhere.
Right. So now I can go ahead and take the top off. Oh, maybe I should. Yeah, there we go. So it's stuck to the back.
What'd you take the top off for?
Well, do you want me to glue the top on or not? I don't have to because this is what's holding.
Okay. Let's not.
Because that's what's holding the weight is the one on the back.
I want her to know. I want to see if she's fine with this frame. If she would prefer a cover on the front of it, I might change it later.
Okay.
I just wanted to do this to see how I liked it, and I do like it.
I mean,
it's beautiful.
It's so simple, but doesn't it really highlight the work itself? So let's flip it over and glue on the legend. Now this is something I do because if you seal your Diamond Art clubs, you are voiding their warranty.
Yeah, I don't want to do that.
And I mean, their canvases are so sticky. There's really no need to.
Yeah.
So when we are gluing this on, we're making sure that if any do pop off, we know exactly what color just needs to go on.
I would like to seal it. I would
Where do
like
you
to
want
do
it?
it. Actually, I would prefer to maybe do it like down here.
Okay.
You know?
Yeah.
I don't want it in the center in case, not that you can see through it, but you know what I mean?
Yeah,
Just to kind of
sure.
keep it out of the way.
Everyone has their own preference.
So yeah, I would like it down this way.
Okay. So, and that's just, yeah, really,
just
really.
put a thin layer and.
That should do it.
Okay.
So you want to flip it over?
You can do it. You have the nice nails on, I don't.
Right in the center?
Yeah, just wherever. No one's going to see it. I just want it for in case.
Right.
Yep.
Yeah, make sure there's enough on the ends. It's not going anywhere.
Yeah.
I think that's great. So it's done. It just needs to sit, and that's gonna have no problem with the weight.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much for showing me how to frame my diamond painting.
You're welcome.
And I will add a photo of the finished product after this video. So stay tuned.
Yay! With the baby.
With the baby, maybe. All right. See you next time, crafters.
Bye.